Janice is about to meet Daniel, the recipient of her son Kyle's heart.
I'm just looking so forward to it, really, really am. You know, the end of 5 years of aching just to meet this boy and just put my hand and feel that bump, bump, bump.
A year after the transplant, Janice received an email from Daniel.
Hello, Janice. It's very difficult for me to know what words to use. I feel hugely for your loss and grateful beyond words. To tell you a little about my situation before the transplant, I've been waiting for over a year.
I would be pleased to meet you and wish to ease your suffering in any way I can, although I'm quite a shy person, so please be gentle with me. Forever grateful, Dan.
Daniel was born with cystic fibrosis, an inherited lung disease. The lungs are easily infected and breathing is difficult. Daniel's life expectancy was not good.
When I was 21, my health started to deteriorate. The speed of the deterioration increased quite rapidly, and I'm pretty certain that I was about 2 months away from dying when I actually got the call. This call came. I knew that I was pretty close to death, so this was it.
Janice is still coming to terms with what happened to her son's heart.
That heart is the same heart that beat inside me when I was having him. And his heart is the most important organ to me. Yeah, it's his heart. It's his life, isn't it? You know, the heart stops beating and everything else stops with it.
Janice's 5-year wait is finally over. She is about to meet Daniel and his mother for the first time.
Hi, Dan.
All right. Thank you for doing this. Thank you so much for doing this.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. It means so much to me, it really does.
Hello, Jan.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You've no idea how much this means to us.
I do. Honestly,
Thank
I
you.
do. Yeah. Come on. Come in. Sit down, have a cup of tea. So how are you keeping?
Oh, exceptionally well. So good.
Carl was dark like you, dark-haired. And
Was he?
Well, to him, because I was always wondered if you knew what he looked like. That is Kyle.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not. It's more olive skinned. Look, it's more olive skinned. That was when he loved animals.
Oh,
He loved animals.
handsome.
Yes, he was a very good-looking boy.
A really beautiful.
Carl was the one that started this all off, my son, you know. And I love him and I miss him terribly, but I've felt that little old beat of his heart. It's not as strong as what it was because it's through 2 layers of clothing, but it's still beating on. And that is what I've been waiting for 5 years. And I am so pleased that I've met you. I really am so pleased that I've met you. That I can put a face to this mystery person, you know. And Carl's not gone completely. I know it's not Carl's heart anymore, but he's still got part of me in that heart.
Yes,
and it's
understand.
still going on.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully you'll go on and on and on
Absolutely.
and on.
He's
And it
living a
must have-
life now that we would never have thought possible, even when you were born, really, would we, darling?
No, I'm doing things now that are just, I just didn't even consider. It was like
Rock climbing.
and
Do you know, that's really good because Carl was a bit adventurous like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, gosh, he wanted to be a paratrooper.
But could this new adventurous spirit in Dan possibly have come from his donor's heart?
My life changed after the transplant, just so completely and utterly. I started doing all those really sporty things that I just wasn't able to do before. In all honesty, sports for me when I was a kid wasn't something that overly interested me, so it was never really an issue, the fact that I wasn't able to do sports. If there was some evidence that was shown to me that irrevocably proved that some of my emotions could have been drawn from my donor, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest, so I just consider that it is now just my emotions now.
Presently, Research shows a personality change reported in 5 to 10% of heart transplant recipients.
So whenever you come with a wild idea, if you like, it needs to be refuted. And if we can't refute it, maybe there is something there.
The information that exists in a human being is transferred from one to another in this solid organ. So it's, you know, certainly the possibility is there.
With new evidence that an organ like the heart could have its own unique type of intelligence, we are moving towards an understanding of how the heart, in collaboration with the brain, has a role to play in interpreting the world around us.
The heart may be, based on current science, a sentient, thinking, feeling, remembering organ. That's the story. The transplant patients are some of the data. If that's true, then we ask the question, have we been thinking without a heart for all these years, or at least not as much with it as we should? If that's the case, we better wake up and have a heart.
And for those that experience this phenomena firsthand, it is important to take it seriously.
I don't think it's just a pump. It's part and parcel of me, like the rest of my body. And one day I will learn to accept it.
I honestly don't care what people think. I know in my heart of hearts that what happens is what happens.
I'm living with a part of him. I'm living for him, and I'm living for myself through him.
I know in our heart that these are things that I didn't do before and have just become my normal everyday things.
I know it's easy for me to sit here and say this, but, you know, I've changed as a person.
One day, Jim and Maggie hope to find out if this new poetic and romantic Jim has come out of the blue or from his donor.
It's put like we're twins, we feel the same pain and this, that and the other, like, you know.
2 roses in a flower bed, aren't we?
Yeah, two roses in a flower bed, yeah.
Oh.